We need to start our push for the Premier League title. If you watched the last episode, you'll know that we did not get off to the best start in the world. And you'll also know that I kinda need to win the league or else I stand a pretty good chance of getting sacked. But if you didn't, you can go ahead and catch yourself up. It's only 6 minutes. I'll wait. But for those of you who did watch that episode and are caught up, we need to get down to business. We really need to start taking things seriously in this series, and we need to get a lot of wins under our belt. Or at least let me say, we need a win streak. If we can get a win streak, we might see ourselves in the top 2, top 3, maybe even top 1. And that's not even mentioning the Champions League. Of course, you may see a Champions League game in this video, but I do want to stress that we do need to do well in the Premier League, because if we don't, well, it means we'll have to win the Champions League. And I don't know about you guys, I love the team I'm building, but I don't think they're ready to win the Champions League. But enough said. First game of the day is going to be against Brighton, and well, you know we need to win this one. We get off to a pretty good start with the Marcus Rashford header, and take note of these as they become pretty common as the series goes along. But just before halftime, João Pedro is sent through, and a shot like this makes me wonder if I'm gonna keep Onana in for the long haul. But we can rest easy knowing that our second goal of the game comes from another corner, this time Kimpembe's head being the one to redirect it into the goal. And that spells the end of the game against Brighton, a nice and maybe not comfortable, but very much appreciated 2-1 win against Brighton. And with that being said, we can move on to the next one. Now I know what you're thinking, but don't call him Ronaldo. I know you want to do that, because look at him. He's left-footed and he's not even that tall. But Portuguese Messi though, 5th place in the Premier League is a bit uncomfortable, and yes, I know I'm managing Manchester United, but remember, my seat is pretty hot nowadays. But we do have a game in hand, and that means that game in hand needs to become a win. We'll see the Champions League later. So, Fulham away from home, let's get it going. This is awkward. Especially for me, in the editing room, considering that the Fulham game, probably the best game of the episode, and it's the only game or the only piece of footage in this episode that my phone just cannot edit. But you know what, it's okay. I think the best we can do is just move on. Speaking of moving on, we are currently 3rd place in the Premier League. Leeds United is in 2nd, Liverpool's in 1st. We're hoping to overtake them. Next game is going to be up against Spurs though, and a win here, I mean, do I even need to say it? It's gotta happen. And we're not gonna waste any time. It's Old Trafford, it's the 38th minute, it's Cardoso on the ball, our youth academy prospect. He just got promoted, he shimmies past his defender, he hits one, and that's a pretty nice finish. First goal at Old Trafford, and what a goal it is for him. But I don't know, sometimes Spurs seems like a very on and off team. Sometimes you can beat them 3-0, other times they just score the most outlandish goal possible. And again, I said this with the last game that you guys saw, but a save like that is making me question whether or not Onana is going to stay my goalkeeper. And reaching the end of the game, it makes me wonder, had we got a goalkeeper who could have saved the shot that was straight at him, a header that was straight at him, we could have walked away with 3 points here. But you know what, I'm not going to play the blame game. I'm just going to try to move on from that result. And our next game is going to be a Champions League game against Ajax on the 24th of September. Ajax is not the easiest team in the world to beat, but I still expect to beat them. With Bayern in our group again, I need as many points as I can get. And I'm grateful that Antony was able to run inside, give the ball to Bruno, and I'm very grateful that Bruno was able to put it in the back of the net. He's doing pretty well for himself since coming back from that ACL injury. Remember how I talked about Rashford in corners? Well, he does one better. Instead of a header this time, he goes for a full-on bicycle kick. And all I can say to that is just fair play, man. Fair play. But what's one more goal for the Roaders? In the 35th minute, we're on the counter-attack. It's Rashford, dishes it to Garnacho. Garnacho sweats it for Mount, and it's a one-on-one shot. A simple finish for the Englishman, and that's gonna be a 3-0 victory. Okay, maybe not 3-0, but you get the picture. But anyways, that's gonna do it. Pretty short episode, I know, but I'm trying to get these videos out as much as possible, if that makes sense, with the time that I do have. And hey, the Fulham game wasn't here. It was supposed to be like 6-7 minutes, but Fulham did not want to cooperate. But if you did enjoy a video like this, if you want to stay in tune or at least be one of the first people to get there when I release another video like this one, be sure to hit the like and subscribe button. It helps the channel and it helps you because, well, you get to know when the videos come out.